All right, what's going on, y'all? So I'm going to be dropping a video today on my favorite ways to trade cryptocurrency. Now, this specifically applies to crypto, so don't try to do this with stocks or Forex. The more price action based methods can be applied to other assets, but really I want to focus on crypto because that is what I'm used to trading. That's what I've had the most success with, so on and so forth. So if you're new to trading, get off of the 5-minute, 15-minute time frame. Now, previously I've said, don't scalp the 1 minute, 3 minute, but 5 minute and 15 is okay. Scratch that. You're going to go to the hour because people do not wait for the best entries. If you want to trade the 5 minute, you still have to wait for the best entry. You're not just going to be trading all day back and forth unless it's in a ranging market, which I'm going to get into. But most of the time it's not. So you're not going to want to do that. So go to a higher time frame and use the levels that Easy Algo provides on, let's say, the 1 hour time frame. Now, for anyone that says that this doesn't work, that's complete bullshit because we had a user literally 5,000% his account last month using this, right? He put in some money into crypto last year, saw some pretty good results, lost most of it, and then found Easy Algo and applied this and has been absolutely killing it right now. He's had a little bit of experience, but anyone can do this, all right? So you're going to go to the 1 hour time frame and you're going to use the levels Easy Algo provides, all right? So this will be the resistance and this will be the support, okay? Now, people often say, well, what happens if a support or resistance is formed in the middle of the range? If it is, then I don't care about it. I want to focus on the high and low levels, all right? So I'm going to write an H right here. The high and the low levels. You don't want to be trading the chop in the middle of the market, okay? So let's say you're trading a crypto and it bottoms out right here. You are going to be targeting this resistance level, and this is on the 1 hour time frame. Now you can use support and resistances from any time frame on Easy Algo, but we're going to make it easy and say a 1 hour time frame. You are going to enter a long right around here when it's bouncing off of that support level, okay? Now the buy signal might not have come in yet, and that's totally okay. I'd recommend going to Japanese candles if you are, and you can also wait for a buy signal on Easy Algo, right? So the buy signal might come a little bit later, maybe around right here. You might get that buy signal. And your stop loss is going to be under this previous swing low. That's going to be your stop loss. And what are you targeting? Well, you're going to target this next resistance level. Now, price is not going to go straight to resistance. It's obviously going to consolidate a little bit. It's going to be choppy, right? It's crypto. But you're staying in the trade because you know that there's a high probability that price will reach this resistance level. Now, when you've reached around 1% or 2, now, like I said, this varies based on asset, right? But for example, if I'm trading Bitcoin and price has hit 1% or 2, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. All right, so now that price is right here, I'm moving my stop loss to break even. So I've locked in profits or even a little bit above, so I'm in profit. Now, once you're in the middle of the range right here, you're going to take half of your profit, maybe right around here. That's when you're going to take half of your profit right there, and you're going to leave the rest riding. Obviously move your stop loss up as you go. I don't really have a set rule for the stop loss, but just be smart with it. Have your stop loss in place, and once you're in good profit, once you want to take that screenshot, move your stop loss to break even or at least lock in some profits. Now, it's even better if you have previous price action, over here where it rejects from that resistance level, goes up a little bit, right, comes down to the support. You can use this level as your first take profit. So you don't, even though you're targeting this resistance level, you still have another zone, another level right here, and it should be on Easy Algo already, something like this, right? Where you're going to take profit. So that's also where you could take half your profit, move your stop to break even. If you're already in a long position, I wouldn't try to take a short in the middle of a range unless you're at that high resistance level. So maybe it does something like this, right? And then you take profit and look to short the market. And when I say look to short the market or look to long the market, people don't know what I'm talking about. First thing I want to see is candle structure. Are we seeing a reaction off of this level? If candles are starting to turn, right, we see a doji candle, some bullish candles forming. And if you don't know about basic candle structure, I think we have a couple of candle structure PDFs in the Discord. So you can join the Discord or just look it up on Google, right? All you need to know if you're starting out is the basics, and it's really not that difficult. You can see when buyers are trying to push the price up. And another thing I'm looking to see are these reversal signals on Easy Algo V3. So we have these little diamonds, right? So if everything is going according to plan, you should be able to see some of these reversal signals at the support level. Now, the reversal signals on their own are not enough to enter the trade, and I wouldn't recommend that. But if you see that around a support level that you're looking to go long anyway, that could be a great confirmation. So look out for those as well. And the final thing, if you wanted to, would be a Fu Manchu Cipher B divergence, something like this, where you see momentum is moving up as price is moving down into that support level. That is when you're going to enter. And then finally, there is the buy signal. If you're super new and you just want to follow the signals, that's okay. But make sure you're only taking the signals at these high and low levels. I really only have two pieces of advice for new traders that get easy algo. I say, first of all, go to a 1 hour time frame or above. And the second thing I tell them is if you're only going to go based off the signals, you can do that, but make sure that they're at a support or resistance level. If price is at a resistance and you see something like this, right, where price is coming up to resistance and you get a buy signal right here, you should not be taking that, because by the time the candle closes, the candle could close right here at resistance and then immediately go the other way. And I've seen it happen multiple times. So just be careful about that. Make sure that price is not in the middle of a range. Like I said, this could be a support level right here after we break out of this level. But still, and if you're already in a trade, you can maybe look for a scalp around here on a lower time frame, something like a 15 or a 5-minute time frame for a scalp right here, right, and get in on that retest of that breakout. But if you're on the 1 hour time frame and the resistance is right here, I would not want to enter a long around here unless you're on a lower time frame to get that scalp in. All right, the next piece of confluence I like to have in my trading is using the golden pocket Fibonacci retracement level. Now, if you're in the premium Discord, you know that I have a Bitcoin TA channel where I throw some Bitcoin ideas up and potential trade setups, right? And what I use is exactly that. I use the easy algo support and resistance levels, the buy sell signals, as well as the golden Fibonacci retracement tool. Now, I've made numerous videos on how to use this. It's pretty simple to draw a Fibonacci. It's pretty simple to draw a fib, and the golden pocket are the 0.618 and 0.65 levels. Together, that's referred to as the golden pocket. And I'm going to show you real quick how you can use that to your advantage to potentially enter a trade. For example, if price does something like this where we're ranging a little bit, form this little support level right here. All right, form this little support level, and we've rejected in the middle of a range, okay? Or maybe this is a resistance level, right? Maybe this is a resistance level, but we're in the middle of a range, okay? How do we enter a long from here, right? Well, there's two things we could do. We could wait for price to hit that support level, but it doesn't always follow the support and resistance levels to a T, right? It's impossible to predict that, okay, we came to this level, now we're coming directly back down. So what you can do is draw your fib starting from right here to this local high, right? This local bottom to local high, and that looks super ugly, so I'm gonna get rid of that. But from right around here to right around here, and the 618 Fibonacci level should be somewhere around here. And that would be another good place to look for a reaction, especially if you're on a higher time frame. These Fibonacci levels are extremely accurate, and that's pretty much what I mainly use on some of the higher time frame trades. And it also fails sometimes. But this is a super high probability setup, especially if it's at or around a support level. You can be fairly confident that you're going to be in the money. Your stop loss could be somewhere under this support level right here, or maybe you're doing a little bit more high leverage and you want to be a little more risky. You can do it right under this Fibonacci level. And again, you're looking for a reaction from this level, some bullish candle structure. If it was opposite, it would be bearish candle structure, some reversal signals on easy algo, and then, possibly that buy or sell signal, and you'll be targeting this level right here for your first take profit, and then this resistance for your second take profit. Now, something else I like to do when I'm entering on these Fibonacci retracement levels, let's say this is the golden pocket. All right, we have the 0.65 and the 0.618. What we're going to be doing is trying to catch swing failure patterns at this level. Now, you can do this with an easy algo support level as well, right? But I really like to use this on the golden pocket levels. All right, so what is a swing failure pattern? I've made multiple videos of this. Now, I've made numerous videos on swing failure patterns as well as Rob, but to make it brief, it's a failure of a level or a failure of a point, right? So for example, we have these golden fib levels. So what we want to see for a swing failure would be for price to break down either below the 6.5 or the 618, right? Come down here and then retrace back into this zone, right? Because this is a zone of itself, right? This golden fib zone. So ideally we'd want to catch the swing failure pattern at the bottom of the zone right here where it comes out, right? It breaks past that 618 Fibonacci level and starts retracing into it. That's where we'd want to enter. But you also could do that. At the top of the zone right here. I'm looking for a long, right? If price comes into this zone, so you could enter there as well. All right, and the last way I like to trade, this is more for if you're trying to scalp in a ranging market, and I've covered this before. But let's say we have a resistance level up here and a support level down here. This can work well on the, let's say, 5 to 15 minute time frame. What we're going to be doing is looking for a double bottom and double top formation with a divergence on Fu Manchu Cipher B. So that would look something like this, right? We come down to support, right? Have this double bottom, right? Start to go up, and on Fu Manchu Cipher B, we should see this divergence form. Now, as soon as we see this divergence form, the other part of this double bottom might not have formed yet, right? So it might be right here when this divergence confirms, but we're going to enter that long right there, okay? We're going to enter right there with our stop loss just below. And if we get a buy signal after, maybe right here, that's even better confluence that we're probably going to go up. And we're going to be targeting this next resistance level. Again, the take profits are the same. We're going to look somewhere in the middle of the range, or if there's previous price action, maybe an easy algo resistance level right here. That's where we're going to be looking to take our first take profit, move stop loss to break even 1 or 2 candles in, and then we're going to be taking the rest of it up here at this resistance level. And the same thing is true for a short, right? You're going to look for that double top here at resistance, something like that. And Fu Manchu Cipher B should look something like this, right? We have this big wave and then this smaller wave, something like that. We have that double top. Also, you can look for a head and shoulders, something like that, right? With that bearish divergence, that could also work. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel for more trading content. That's it for me. I'll catch you guys next video.